166 of FloWrestling Radio live from Austin, Texas. Special show today. I'm joined by JB Raider, David Bray, John Kozak, and rejoining the show, the man who co-hosted this show over 500 episodes. That's days and days of podcasting, months even. The one and only, your friend and mine, Ben Funky Askren. Ben, good morning. Thank you for coming on. How are you?
My wife wanted me to rejoin permanently so I didn't get too bored at home. I don't think I could handle that quite yet. Maybe at some point I'll come on a little more frequently.
Well, I would love that. That would make my day, month, year if that were to happen again, Ben. First off, man, it's so great to see you. So great to hear from you. I know that I'm saying what a lot of people are thinking and feeling right now, and obviously we're be talking a ton of wrestling on the show, but just want to give you the floor, talk about how you're doing, and just anything you want to share after going through what you went through this summer.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It's I've been trying to keep people up to date on Instagram. It seems like a lot of people were paying attention. The wrestling community has been totally great to me in many different ways, and just so many people in the wrestling community just reaching out and checking in. I said Jake Herbert sent me a video this morning, actually, but it's kind of been like that. Like, I never know who's gonna pop up with a message on my phone. A bunch of college head coaches, athletes. It's been great.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you here. Wanted to, get caught up on what have you been paying attention to in wrestling since you've been out of the hospital and back home. I know the World Championships just happened. Just how much were you able to watch, and what were your thoughts on Team USA?
A lot, because I'm stuck at home. Right, so I sit over there on the couch quite a bit because I'm getting more and more mobile and more capable. But especially for the first few weeks, I couldn't like make my own food or do anything like that. So like I'm pretty much sitting on the couch. So I watched a lot of. I did not watch all the U17s. Watched a lot of U20s. I watched a lot of the Senior World Championships. Obviously, college season's coming up, so that's exciting. I watched a lot of Fargo from my hospital room. I mean, mostly just AWA guys, because we had a lot competing there. So I feel like I'm pretty caught up on all the wrestling stuff because, yeah, I'm just not able to be active and productive in other ways. So, I spend a lot of time reading about stuff that I enjoy.
That's good. How much are you? I saw you have a little garage set up. How much are you able to work with your athletes there?
I'm coaching a handful of lessons per week. Usually leave the garage door open. Smaller groups, kind of stay away from them, that type of thing. And we're able to work with Evan at least once a week, maybe more a couple times. And then, we have two senior women. We're trying to. It sucked because I was trying to start this AWRTC, and we started it, but then I obviously had what happened. So I was in the hospital for over 2 months. So it made it a little tougher to get started, but we have a lot of support. We did our first fundraiser, trying to create a place where people who want to come back to Wisconsin, and feel like we kind of have a lot of those athletes now, can train to chase their senior level dreams.
That's great.
Yeah.
Want to talk about the World Championship specifically, and I don't know what particular wrestler you'd want to talk about the most, but thinking about seeing Kyle Snyder, Trent Hidley, and Zahid Valencia maybe is probably a good starting point. But just your thoughts on Zahid's dominance and where you kind of put that as far as where he maybe fits in the all-time Team USA World Championship performances.
Yeah. That was a great one. That was wild. I didn't see it coming. Obviously Kyle Dake is great, but he had a few very close matches with Kyle Dake, and the Ugasenpour, he's traditionally been really good and wrestled everyone really tough. No one, to my knowledge, I can't remember anyone beating him just like that.
No.
So that one was really, really, really impressive. And then he'd lost that Japanese guy before, and he kind of killed him this time. So yeah, it's a really impressive performance by him. Obviously, I would still like to see him and Staraki. I think that's an interesting matchup. Obviously, I favor, after especially what happened, favor Zahid significantly. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a fun next few years because we have a lot of really good people at 86, 92, 97. And obviously by the time we get to 2028, it's gonna be, only two of those weight classes will actually compete. And they probably have some of the 79s moving up also.
Right. Does does it ever surprise you to see someone make a jump where Zahid was clearly world class for, I mean, he's a world medalist in 23, but this is a big jump at the level where it's probably the hardest to make a jump like this. Does it ever surprise you to see that? And how much do you think just the change of scenery and going to Oklahoma State has helped him?
Um, and that one's hard for me to comment on totally. Uh, sorry. But, I mean, obviously proof's in the pudding. He did what he did, so you gotta say something happened there because he was significantly better than he has been historically. Um, the other one that is always surprising to me, just because of, I've been around the scene, all this stuff, is like, I was dominant NCAA champion, and, I didn't place at the Olympics, and, right, there was many other similar people to me like that where, they'd win 2 or 3 or 4 NCAA titles and then have little to no success at the World Championships. And now you have someone like Levi Haynes took 30 to NCAAs, he made the world finals, right? Trent Hidley never won an NCAA title and won a world title. So I don't know if that's just America getting tougher. That's probably a good guess as to what's happening. But that one's always like still messes with my mind of how people, can go from that to that when that really wasn't happening. I don't know, say 10 to 15 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked a lot about that and just like what a kind of a picture of our depth that kind of paints for just how many
Yeah.
guys. Levi Haynes was not a guarantee to make that team. Trent Hidley, he had, I mean, some of his close matches. I mean, Josh Barr really pushed him in both
Yeah.
those matches. Those were really tough. So, I mean, I just feel like the depth is better and such a more of an international focus, it seems, than there
Yeah.
was even when you were wrestling, right?
Yeah, that's oh yes, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think a big one is the um U17 and U20s are significantly more, I don't know, say sought after. Um, back when I was doing it, not as many people competed. The brackets weren't as tough. Like I said, when I made the team in '04, we didn't even go to the World Championships at all. So that being built up has been a huge part of it. I think because now we're having all these guys who are having a lot of international level. I don't know if success is the right word, but they're getting a lot of opportunities before they're like senior level athletes. And then additionally, with the RTCs, and actually, I'm helping with Real American Freestyle. I'm hoping, and obviously, I'm hoping because I'm working with them that they do great. But anything that can keep more wrestlers around, wrestling longer, is going to be beneficial, right? So the RTCs are doing a great job at that, funding athletes. And if we can have some professional leagues also, maybe we could have, this is like a pie in the sky dream. Maybe we have 20 active freestyle wrestlers every weight in America,
Mm-hmm.
like post collegiate. That would be amazing. Whereas, if you would say go 15 years ago, how many guys are actually training full time wrestling and that's all they're doing? And it's a couple per weight class.
Yeah. Want to get back to Worlds, but you mentioned RAF. Just your thoughts on the first event, excitement for the second, and just your overall involvement. Obviously, you were going to potentially wrestle, but now I know you're still very
I was
involved
so
with it.
excited for that.
I know.
Um, uh, yeah. So basically, I've tried this twice before. Once with Aegon, and then actually once with Flo. And so when they came to me, I listened to them, and I thought, oh man, they have some great ideas. And then I think I can contribute because I don't think anyone else has tried twice and failed, right? So I'm the only one. I see all these hurdles in front of us that I kind of know are going to happen, if you will. Like I've already done it, so I kind of know what's up. And I just kind of built a relationship. Obviously, I already knew Izzy pretty well, because we've worked on a bunch of stuff together. And then I got to know Chad. And one of the things that I thought was great, like right in I think even in the first phone call or maybe second, but they were receptive to the ideas I had because I'd already done it twice before. And
Hmm.
a few of the other guys, who have brought up ideas, and some of them have even got to an inception of a league. Um, I tried telling them, and they have their own ideas, and they don't want to hear it at all. It's like, yeah, but you haven't done this before.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to give you some free advice here that's going to be good for you, and you don't even want to listen. Like, okay, I don't really want to. I don't want anything to do with you because I was actually just talking. I was thinking about this with doctors the other day. Even when I was at the pinnacle of creation of new wrestling moves, um, you never knew where good ideas were going to come from. Right? I might be at a wrestling camp and some kid says, "Well, what about this?" And I think, "Shit, why didn't I think of that? That's a great idea." Like it's just some kid who's, we'll say, moderately good at wrestling, and so you never know where ideas are going to come from. So when people are closed-minded to other ideas, that's a huge turnoff for me. Whereas Chad and Izzy were like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea," and they were like listening and they've already put into practice. The one I'm trying to really push forward right now, I have two. One's crazy, but I think it'll be great. The other one's not crazy. Grounded should be banned. I'm
Yes.
saying, let's not be followers. Let's be leaders. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So, I actually think there's one part of this challenge. I think it's pretty simple. If a takedown has not been established, you are not grounded. That's simple, right? And then you could
Yes.
have 1 or 2 points out of bounds, whether you want to do like 1 point would be a hand or a knee. You could do 2 points, which would be two knees or a hand and a knee. You could call it whatever you want, right? Um, the only tricky part would be, like if they're in parterre and a scramble happens, the referee would have to establish they are neutral again,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the only thing that's kind of tricky
Yeah.
about that. Otherwise, really, it's really, really easy besides that.
And I think that's more of a rarity to very,
Yes.
very edge case. I mean, we've been talking about this for years. I mean, Kozak did that article in 22, I think,
Mhm.
just we got to get rid of this rule. It's a terrible rule, and I feel like
Cheers.
one of the more. I don't know if you saw the world final between Aogi and Tumor Ochir, but
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought it might have been the most egregious examples of like highlighting the inconsistency and like what it rewards and how
'Cause there was one that was there was. I feel like there was two in a row, and they called one grounded and the next one not, and it was like the exact same, right?
Well, basically, Aogi was grounding himself, backing out of bounds, and then
Because had that over under.
he would he was out of it, and then uh he would go out of bounds, but continue wrestling through it. And as Toomer was pressuring, he would come up and then score
Oh,
after grounding
yes,
and
I
going out
remember.
of bounds.
Yes,
It was
yes.
like, no, you can't hack it so that you can't be scored on going out of bounds, and the other guy can. That
Smart though. That was pretty smart. Now I remember what
smart.
you're talking about. That was sharp.
He did basically, and then dude, Japanese are wild because 2 weeks later they were wrestling in a tournament. Aogi wrestled Nirakuni, the 2022 world champ at 70, and he was doing the same stuff and like on his knees, out of bounds. The guy pressured in, and he comes up, drops in on a single, and would like change the mat
Yeah.
and score. It was, I mean, he's good at it, but it should be changed. I don't fault him, but it's a bad rule.
Got to be changed. It's a really stupid rule. And then the other one that I would like to do away with, and I talked about this on FRL many times, but I think this one would be super easy because we're a professional league that's going to have, as we'll say, 10-ish matches per event,
Mm-hmm.
would be no potentially dangerous, right? As a man, as an adult, you know how to protect yourself. You know that you're just trying to game the system and not give up a single leg takedown or not go over in something like that's crap. Um, I think the pushback would be, well, people are going to do submission holds, and it's like, okay, but again, we're professional league, so we could just fine people, suspend people, right? If I throw an armbar on someone and snap his arm, okay, you're suspended or fined or maybe permanently banned. I don't know,
Well, I would
but
say that there's potentially dangerous, and then there's illegal moves. Armbars are
yeah,
not.
yes, also that there is,
Armbars aren't legal in wrestling.
yes, correct,
So, I mean, I think there's two totally separate things. But yeah, the knee gimmick is crazy.
so
Um,
crazy.
and it's war. And well, I would say it's more of a domestic issue than international. I'm not saying you don't see it internationally. I say see it more because folk style culture, NCAA high school culture, you see a knee a certain way, you just, you know, you blow it
It's
dead.
funny is no one actually really gets their knee hurt that way. It's like it's incredible. Not that it never happens, but if you want to say the amount of times they call potentially dangerous, the amount of times it gets hurt, and I'm talking even practice scenarios where no one's calling potentially dangerous, where the kids just wrestle through it. Like I think sometimes it's a sign of the ref's age where they're like, "Oh, that shit looks like it hurts. That's no good." And to the kids, it's like, "Yeah, they're not even bending yet." Like they got a long ways to go before there's any type of injury.
Now, did you see the Valiev injury against Takahashi? That was brutal.
I did. What was it
It
again?
was it was the world final at 74.
was bending the
Yeah.
other way though.
Yeah, that was the other way.
Yeah, that's the way the injuries usually happen.
Yes.
Is going in. Yes. The other one that's really funny to me is I don't know if funny is the right word. Um, One of the main places people hurt their knees right now is in leg laces. Like that happened in who's the one that won 18-8 and they hurt their knee and it was they just started leg lacing him. They leg laced him for like 14 points or something.
Oh,
Someone was losing and they leg laced him and you could tell they hurt their knee. And once they're it's like once your knee's popped, you're not gonna freaking defend another leg lace.
yeah.
So they just keep rolling and it's like I understand by like normal standards, that's not as dangerous. And I don't know that I don't think that it should be, but there's a lot of injuries that happen there because there is so much tension on the knee.
Yeah, that's what happened with Davino and Dayton Fix, I know, at the U.S. Open. He
Yeah.
like single right into a lace and he fought it and it popped or whatever. Dayton's good though. I saw him at Worlds training with Jax. Speaking of Jax, these high school kids, man, just your thoughts on seeing PJ and Jax do what they did and really, compete at this level.
Yeah, that was awesome. I remember I was laughing because I remember many years ago we were talking about Jax. And I said either he's going to be like the best ever or he's going to be a dumpster fire because he just does all this wild stuff all the time. Uh, I said there's no way he's middle of the road. It's either
Yeah.
one or the other, and that's it. And so he's turning out to be pretty freaking amazing. I thought his run, I thought his run at Worlds was great. Um, One of the things I noticed, and I remember this for myself when I was a freshman in college, so probably similar age because I was I was definitely U20 eligible. So similar age as uh, my muscles would just run out of gas. Like there was something about not being fully a man where like from a cardio standpoint for my lungs, I could keep wrestling. And that was kind of what I felt like in that UKF match. Like, I
Mm,
felt like he wanted to keep wrestling hard, but his body just was kind of shutting down by the end of the match, if you will.
yeah.
Um,
I think he
yeah, so
used so much fighting off his back. I mean, that was such a
that
great,
too, yeah.
very long fight. I kind of wondered. I think Kozak maybe brought that up first when we were watching it together. Like, I think he might have just been so spent from that level of exertion.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's definitely true. But then I mean, he still does so many wild things. I think it'll be interesting to see because he does have a I don't know, I borderline here. It's a relatively specific style. There's a few ways he likes to score a lot. Um, but then also he's really good in the scrambles too. So like kind of like maybe he does have a few specific ways to score, but he can also kind of wrestle through a lot of positions. If international guys scout him more, right, and get a few more looks at him, will he have more trouble? And then obviously he could evolve too. Right? So if they start figuring out what he's currently doing, there's no reason that he can't evolve and pick up a few other things.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then to see Trent Hidley do what he did in that, are you surprised to see the levels he's seemingly jumped?
Yeah, that was. Um, I mean, like, I never ever would have predicted that because it's like Aiden wrestled not bad against him at the U.S. Open, right?
Yeah.
He gave up I think he gave up the first 4 pointer, and I want to say he lost like 6-1 or something like
Yes.
like and then to your point, Josh Barr wrestled him hard. I watched it after the fact because I was taking a nap for a minute. Um, so but yeah, he wrestled him tough, and so it's like, I mean, I know Aiden and Josh Barr are really, really hard opponents, but it's like are they world championship level opponents? And the answer is maybe they are. And I made a joke to Aiden the other day. As I said, at least you only lose the world champions, right? Because he lost the trend, then he lost um,
McAnally.
McAnally also. So he didn't really love that joke.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. How's that's funny. It's still a good joke, Ben. Um,
Uh,
how has he responded? Because I was thinking about Aiden, like, man, he got second in all these things, but he lost to so many good wrestlers. Like, what do you,
that was
where,
world champ. Oh,
yeah, where do you see his progression, and what do you think about him this year collegiately? Like how he fits with the McAnally and Angelo, Rocco Welsh, etc.
yeah. Okay. So again, I watched the McAnally Aiden after the fact. He won the one match pretty convincingly, and I've told him this, so I'm not talking about his back, but I don't know how he lost those other two. And really, let's count the U.S. Open also. I don't know how he lost those other three. He was in the perfect position to win the match. Um, man, I don't. Yeah, that was tough to watch because it was like he had him. He was in a great spot. And then about your point about that weight class, it'd be interesting to see what happens because and you guys are better than me, but I can't remember another weight class that's had so many good young guys because you have McAnally,
Mm-hmm.
who's already had a bunch of success. You have Rocco Welch, who's already been, I
In the
believe he's in the
finals.
NCAA, finals, correct?
Yes.
Um, and then you have Zach Ryder, who's been really good. You have Aiden, who's really good. You have Ferrari, who's really good. So you have all these and I think they're all freshmen or sophomores. So it's like they're going to be battling each other forever. Um, yeah, I mean, I think all of them probably have international aspirations also. So it's not even be like maybe not Ferrari. I don't know. He doesn't like freestyle or something.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know.
but the other four of them absolutely do have international aspirations. So we might be seeing these guys battle for the next decade. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love that. And with I feel it reminds me a little of like that 33 class that had like Dayton, Soriano,
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Gross, Micic, couple, but different ages a little bit in there. But these guys are all within a grade, and there's so many. And with upper weights, like there's not much room for them leaving the weight class. Like they could go up one, but they probably all condense around that 86 kilogram
Maybe
international.
Ferrari because like Zach Ryder has Cody Merrill above him, so I can't imagine they're going to switch that up at all.
No.
Aiden has kind of stopped growing. He could go up. I don't know that he will. Maybe not. McAnally, I feel like he's 84 for sure. And then obviously Rocco Welch can't go up because you have Bar. Well, I'm hoping Connor can beat Bar, but that's just my personal uh,
Any chance
hope.
Connor would consider 84?
I don't think he's too big. I
Yeah.
actually asked his dad because Cole is getting bigger because he's a heavyweight now, and it's funny because I've known them forever. But I can finally see oh, there's a huge size discrepancy here between them now. And so I'm like, I text his dad, I said, Cole's looking small, huh? Can he go down to 84? And he's like, I don't remember what he said. I think he said he was like he wrestled 202. I want to say he said he was like 211 or something.
Oh,
So yeah, that's not gonna happen.
no, that's tough. That's tough. Uh, Thinking about 74 kilograms, for me, David Carr was kind of a revelation at the World Championships, though he didn't medal, just how competitive he was with
Yeah.
Valiev and Sidakov. As you think about 74 and Mitchell and maybe one day Keegan, I don't know what his plans are. What were your thoughts on that final X series between David and Mitchell?
Yeah, man, I made a big mistake. Um, Obviously, I was taking a nap during that, and Coach Messermick and his wife came to see me, and I have no idea why, but I was like, "Oh, are you guys going to the World Championships together?" And they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, well, Mitchell's wrestling at the World Championships. When's that? Like in September?" And they're like, he lost." What? So I guess just somehow in my head I'd made up that he was gonna kill him because he killed him at Final X.
Uh,
I'm sorry, at the US Open.
right.
Um, wasn't really he even gave up the first 4 points and it wasn't competitive after that. So yeah, I was pretty disappointed to hear that Mitchell lost to him. I think um Carr wrestled a very strategic match, which is kind of what you have to do against Mitchell. If it's a firefight, he's gonna win. Um, so yeah, I talked to Mitchell about a few different tactics and techniques about because that's kind of what Kelly Under did too, right? Kelly Under didn't turn the match into a firefight. He kind of tried to shut it down, slow it down. That was what I felt like David Carr did as well. And I think in those matches against those skilled people who are doing that, you got to take a little different approach. Um, so we kind of talked about that. He said he's been working on it, so hopefully we'll see another evolution there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I know Keegan's gonna be 79 for a while. He's kind of big. I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like you could say I'm going 70. Remember when freaking Carter Strachey kept saying he was going 74? That was stupid. Um, it's just one of those like you could say you're going 74, but the difference between 79 and 74, that's 11 pounds. That's hard. So I think he probably has intentions of going back down there. I know he's going to wrestle 79 for a while. And then Evan Wick I'm working with also, he's going 79 for a while. And then he bumped up to 86 last time. He's not that, he looks huge, but weight wise, he's actually not that big. So that's another one who I don't know, I might try to push him down to 74. I guess, we don't have to worry about that for another couple of years. So we'll see when we get there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to see him in the mix. I mean, I think that's another. I mean, Keegan's a U20 world champ, U23, and we didn't have him this year. And our guy Levi Haynes, and who knows who wins that match? Levi did win the last freestyle meeting between the two, but just getting Keegan back in the mix, that's just exciting because I mean he's
Yeah.
as far as freestyle prospects goes, he's up there.
Yep, I agree. He's got very good hard air game, both top and bottom, and then he's obviously tricky off a lot of the shots. So, yeah, I'm excited to see him back. I think I want to say he's almost there. I think he is. Um, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that weight shakes out. Obviously, you got to assume PJ Duke's going up there as well.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going down, right? He's young still, so he's surely not going down.
I don't know if he
Uh,
can even make 70 much longer. I think it was pretty tough for him.
that too, right? So he's another one that'd be really competitive. Um, yeah, and then I don't know if I can say Antrell Taylor. I know he hasn't had he can kind of whooped him, but he was young, so he's obviously getting a lot better. So yeah, 74 is always really good, and I will be good in the next one also.
Yeah. You mentioned that the start of the college season is nearing. What are you most excited about for this upcoming college season? It's going to be a different one with having the national duels, in mid-November. Those are going to be great. But just curious
Yeah,
what's on your mind? Missouri's got a couple really tough freshmen potentially wrestling.
yeah. The national duel should be interesting. I actually don't like that it's so early. I know that's probably what they have to do from a scheduling perspective, but that's when it's like, okay, November is it's gonna be over 4 months between that and the nationals. So to get you guys up and ready, and maybe the coach will choose not to. I don't know, but that's kind of um, it's really early to be like, hey, we're at our best right now.
Hmm.
So I don't love that part of it. I wish Penn State was there, obviously, but they have a lot of the other very best teams. So it should be a lot of fun, competitive ones. I guess, as always, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how the younger guys do. There's a lot of younger guys who are kind of really exciting prospects. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. What are you hearing on Seth Mendoza? He's a freshman. Obviously, Aiden, we're pumped for Missouri, but
Yeah,
I feel like Seth is a guy that's going to have a big year. What are your thoughts on him?
I'm trying to remember what I heard. I want to say that they think he's doing really well and he may potentially even start.
Yeah.
Uh, is what I think I heard.
That's what Coach Smith said when we had him
Yeah.
on.
Okay, so there's this weird thing. Um, So obviously I was unconscious for a while, but then once I woke up, it's like sometimes I think I heard something, but I made it up, or I didn't think I heard something, but I actually heard something. Actually, just it's really funny. My old college coach Lee Pritz was just messaging me the other day, and he said, "Oh, yeah, I came and saw you," which I didn't really remember. And then when he said that, I had this little flashback of feel like I saw him in the hallway when I was going somewhere on a bed, I was like, wait, did I see you in the hallway when I was on a bed? And he's like, oh yeah, that's when I was there. And it's like, I just had that little click. And then he said, oh yeah, I actually, you did your thing. And then I came to your room and I made you do a workout and then you fell asleep and I left. And it was like, I have no recollection of that whatsoever. Um, yeah, so that's kind of like sometimes I think I hear things and I don't. Yeah, and then obviously the further I get out, the better it is. But like especially those kind of early-ish days are very spotty.
Yeah, yeah.
How weird is it to have a period of,
Months.
3 months, 4 months, whatever, that are completely gone and or at best spotty?
Yeah, I would say the period's probably about 2 months because probably May 28th to like July 28th was is kind of like that. So I mean, like I think people think I'm messing around at this point, but I'm not. Like literally the other day, I just realized Marab beat Sean O'Malley for the second time. Like I was like, oh, when are they gonna fight or something? And then I looked up like, oh, it happened on June 7th. I didn't realize that. There's kind of been like a whole bunch of stuff like that where I didn't realize it. And obviously with the wrestling world, there was a whole bunch of really important stuff. Like I missed the junior trials and U23s, Final X, junior duels, which were here in Milwaukee, which I would have loved to go to. Cadet duels, Wisconsin won freestyle cadet duels.
Let's
The
go.
second one of those. We won juniors last year, so yeah, kind of like I feel like I went back and caught up on a bunch of it, but then it was like, every once in a while I'll see Marab beat Sean or something else happen, and I'll have to go like, did that really happen? And I'll go, look it up and make sure.
Awesome.
So,
Well, Ben, you
yeah.
you said we're gonna do 30
gotta-
minutes, and I really appreciate you coming on. And it's just it's special for me. I know it's special for the wrestling community just to see you, hear from you, and man, it means a lot. It means a lot to me. You mean a lot to me, and it's great to see you and hear from you. And I really appreciate you coming on and appreciate you and your friendship.
All right. Thanks, Christian. DJ Christian. Well, David Bray's on there, right?
Oh yeah, David Bray's here.
Those times. All right. See you guys. Have a great day.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Ben. Didn't even know what was going on. Unreal.
One big long sleep. Bears do it.
That's
You should. Ben, I could see Ben being like, you know what? Let me talk to a bear biologist about this. Let me see.
That's
A
actually
grizzly man.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Except, he didn't get the period of cultivating mass beforehand. He didn't know.
True.
That was the one thing. If he could go back and do it differently, he's like, I would have put on about 40 pounds. Pure
It's ice cream for 3 months.
pure ice cream. Remember,
He kind of did that
He
a couple
cut-
years ago.
but then
Then he shredded.
Then he
Shredded.
stopped.
He got shredded, yeah.
Bro, during COVID, he was like just housing ice cream all the time. And then he's just like, I'm done with desserts.
Because I remember he said, he's like, well, I'm done wrestling and like competing. He goes, I want to eat all these. I want to
Yeah.
engorge myself because I haven't for my entire competitive career.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, that wasn't a good idea.
I was like, all right, I'm done with that. I was like, so you're not going to have dessert anymore? No, I don't think so.
Nah.
Oh, man, that was great. Okay. Give a quick brief preview of the show. Then we'll do, Bray's got to read for us.
Oh,
But
yeah.
But here's before that. Here's what we're talking about. We're talking NCAA wrestling. Okay, we're going to get our first tiers of the season. It's tier season. We may be behind, but it doesn't matter. We can always catch up.
Catch up.
We're going to talk. What else? Who's number one? Because
You guys want to know the match order?
we want to know the match order.
You guys want to know how the matches came together?
Yeah, I want to know all that.
All right, let's do it.
We'll find that out. And who knows what else we'll talk about? Other things. But right now, I'll kick it.
I do want to preface. I think we had spin the wheel on there.
Oh, shoot.
No wheel. But I have a computer generated wheel. If we get
We could go.
We need it. You go get it.
Go get the wheel. You can't. You act like you left it at home. It's around the corner.
I was like, just got
This guy, laziest guy I know.
Wow. Wow.
I'm
Man,
just kidding.
Embarrassing.
His work ethic is unbelievable.
Yeah, no, for real.
All right, kick it to D-Bray real quick.
A lot of people have been asking me when the next generation is going to happen. And I'm here to tell you, the future of wrestling is here. We're going to have a QR code on the screen for you. And when we do, you're going to be able to scan it. And there it is. I see it. When you scan that QR code, you're going to learn more about the all new Flow Wrestling. You can watch the live stream while you're browsing the brackets on our mobile app, which is pretty awesome. I tested that in beta a couple months ago. It was super cool. You're just like watching the matches, scrolling through the bracket. You don't have to do one or the other, which you used to. You get unlimited free notifications. It's like all the ice cream Ben wanted to eat. You get notifications as many as you can. And you got all the new athlete profiles, so much more. Man, it's been really fun working with our product design team on this stuff because we've talked about it on here. Yeah, Brandon's just fired up from the moment he wakes up, which I think was the moment he was born, until the moment he goes to sleep, which has yet to happen. Yeah, this guy is. When we were in the World Championships, you guys are sending messages from Croatia at 3 a.m. He's on it, right?
Yeah, immediately. It's like, this is not pressing. I'm just sending it now. Sometimes I'll text people, but maybe I shouldn't text. I'll just Slack, because that's more like, oh, you get it when you're working. This dude's just always open for business. That's a wrestler.
Yes.
That's the kind of people you love working with. But anyways, it's awesome. Ben's given a lot of you have been really helpful. Like, hey, question about this. This is happening. A couple of the different aspects are going to be rolled out very, very soon. So, yeah.
Gonna keep getting better.
It's a great day. All right. All right. Now, Kozak.
He's taking his time.
He took his time. He's what?
Oh, he's got the wheel.
Lollygagging?
Yeah. Yeah. He couldn't have walked any slower. And he's going to be like, well, I got short little legs. No, you don't. They're fast. I've seen how you move. He's back. We're not even spinning the wheel yet anyways.
Yeah.
We gotta do tiers first.
We got to do tiers first. But I'm really, I will say on the wheel, we're getting rid of, teams one by one. Look at him. Look at this guy.
Wow.
Yeah, look at him.
There he is.
The deltoid strength required. So I put chat choice in there so you can see my bad handwriting.
Ooh.
So the way we're going to do it, it's literally the first person to put a team that's on this board. We're not going to have like a poll or anything. You're just going to have to frickin'
Got choice.
Yeah, just whoever types it first.
Cool.
But we have to land on that one. So that maybe won't happen. All right. JD, take it away.
Before we spin that wheel, we're going to get to tiers, an annual tradition unlike any other preseason. Going to start at 125. I broke 125 down into 3 different tiers.
Okay.
And this weight has been a unique weight for the past 3 years. This year's not that much different.
Yeah.
I've got title contenders. Tier 2 is disappointment if they don't AA.
Like that.
And tier 3 is expect round of 16, but happy with All-American.
Okay.
That's how I kind of broke these guys up.
Yeah.
And they're all big.
Yeah. So if you don't know, every year, JD, it's pretty much always been JD. Maybe someone else did it before. I don't remember FRL before JD at this point. But he puts an order of like who he thinks belongs where, and then we react to it, and we can yell at him or agree with him.
That's right. Normally agree because I'm always right.
They are perfect.
Tier 1, title contenders at 125 pounds. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys.
Okay. Big tier.
Big tier. Probably the biggest. Vincent Robinson, Troy Spratley, Luke Liddell, Eddie Ventresca, Sheldon Seymour, Jet Strickenberger.
It's hard to know when to draw the line.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Because you start adding in a guy, and it's like, well, this guy beat this guy, and I think he would beat him again.
Yeah, I mean, very, very simply, Eddie Ventresca's 2-0 against Vince Robinson. Troy Spratley's 2-0 against Eddie Ventresca. And Jet Strickenberg's 2-0 against Troy Spratley. I think 125. I would, a different weight class, I would push back against a tier this big. And then, of course, Sheldon Seymour has beaten Luke Liddell.
They split.
Right. I think if you said, nope, you've got to get it down to 3, who would I say?
I would 3, right?
I would say Vince, Luke. Would I say Troy?
That's where I would go.
I would say Eddie, who is 2-0 against the one, if I had to. But
Fair.
he's 0-2. I mean, Eddie freaking all but beat Troy. But maybe, I mean, who knows? It would be tough to get it down to 3. But okay, what if I got it down to 2? I'd say Vince and Luke.
Yes,
How about that?
Let me ask you this.
It's easier to get down to 2 than 3.
correct. Because if
If you have a third, it opens up everything.
Yeah.
right,
What if we posed this as a poll to the internet?
Mhm.
What percentage of people would pick Luke Lillidahl?
38.
You think so?
High percentage.
I think it'd be more, even more.
It'd be it'd be that biggest one, but I think there'd be a lot of people. There'd be a lot of votes for Troy.
Yeah.
Votes. And then Vince is the top.
the returning.
I don't think he would get a majority. I don't think he would get over 50%.
More than
of
50?
those. But we could just put it to the test right now if Kozak's. Kozak
Oh,
wants
you want
to
a poll?
Yeah, just do a poll.
Top 4?
These top 4, yeah. See what people
Okay.
would do in YouTube, because I mean the way that 125 played out last year was very odd. Where Lillidahl had the loss where he got pinned by Macron, but going into NCAAs,
He also lost to Dean.
and he lost to Dean. But it's still, I don't know. It kind of
After
felt like
Big Tens, it felt like he has arrived.
he's got it.
It's like it's okay. It's Luke's time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how we're gonna feel this year. But then in the back of our minds, we're gonna remember last year. Like I don't think he was going to separate himself enough to where you feel really confident about picking him to win. But I think he'll separate himself enough, and Vincent might take a loss to Eddie
Yeah.
Mhm.
or somebody else during the year, and you're gonna point at that. And whereas Luke is undefeated or maybe has one loss
Yeah.
going in, so you're like, that's the pick, but I'm not feeling great about it.
So with Luke, it's like, to me, it felt like true freshman, figured it out at Big Tens, and then he took a loss at NCAAs. So it's kind of like, maybe Luke's the pick. With Spratley and Robinson, it's kind of the opposite, where, I don't know, they had losses, like multiple losses, to the same guy or whatever. But then they made the finals. So what do you do? What do you do with that information? It makes for, I think, a big tier.
Yeah. It's 125. I think it's going to be similar. There's always there is a chance that Vince Robinson, national champion, just sometimes that is just like,
Unlock.
that just unlocks you, new guy moving forward. And then for Luke,
I will say historically that has not been the case at 125.
okay.
Because you just think about guys who
that.
win 1 or 2. A lot of times their senior years do not get it done.
True, but
this year.
he's a sophomore.
True.
He's a sophomore, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe if Vince is a career 25, maybe going into his senior year, you raise the alarm, but I don't know. He feels like a 25 to me.
Feels like there's a little Hidley mojo over there at NC State.
Dude.
Too.
I didn't consider the Hidley mojo.
I mean, it's like, I don't know, Vincent Robinson, nobody's picked to win, wins NCAAs. Trent Hidley never won NCAAs, world champ. It's like, man, something's going on over here.
Well, yeah. I mean, they got a lot of great stuff going on at NC State.
Going back to 2000, there's only been 2 3-timers.
Let me see. Oh, just Abbas and Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Bunch of two-timers.
Spencer didn't win it his last time out,
No.
even.
Bunch of
But that's
two-timers.
also weird.
Mm-hmm.
McDonough,
McDonough.
Escobedo was one, or
One.
he was one, but his
Troy was
junior year,
one. Donahoe was one.
Escobedo
Those
was
two-
one.
Both didn't win it senior year.
Dubuque was
won
two.
two.
Yeah. Glory won. Soriano won.
Robles was one.
Mm-hmm.
Delgado 2.
Yeah, it's Delgado. That's the one I was
Mhm.
missing. Yeah, he was a two-timer. Yeah.
125 and 285. Kind of been cursed by winning 2 before your senior year.
Yeah. Other than Spencer, who won 3.
All right.
True.
I did my best effort. I figured out how to start a poll here. It's only been 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Only 36 votes.
Okay.
But we're sitting at 75% Luke Lillidahl.
What I thought. Kind of what I thought.
I think on Twitter this is a different scenario.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep moving the poll around until it's a poll. Right. You know what? Let's get a. Does Truth Social have a poll function? We'll get it going on there.
All right, tier 2. Disappointment if they don't AA. Like, these are guys, especially if you are them or in their camp, you're like, you should AA
Mm-hmm.
this year. Obviously, they can't all AA, especially if you include the guys above. But
Yeah, between tiers 1 and 2, you got 13. So you're just promising disappointment at this rate.
correct.
Yeah.
So I have Steve Opun, Jory Volk, Nicolo Rivera, Dean Peterson, Nico Provo, Trevor Anderson, And then I tossed in, I said Nick Buzakis, ? I don't know what he's doing, but you mentioned how they've got a situation at 33 if he goes down to 125.
This feels a little big.
A little big?
A little big for me. Give me all right. Nick Buzakis, I agree with. If he does go 25, it would be you're there to place. Like Nick Buzakis should be a podium.
Maybe
guy.
Trevor Anderson could be.
That's what I was gonna say. Actually, Trevor. I think Trevor is yeah.
Yeah, he probably actually belongs in the next tier.
Yeah, but you're from Iowa, so
True.
He was round of 12 last year.
yeah.
Beat Richie Figs,
Mm-hmm.
Tanner Jordan, Cooper Flynn.
Yeah, no, he's tough. Provo is an interesting one because he was out all last year, and now he's back. And I know Stanford's super.
I'm high on him.
They're pumped about him. They think Nico could have a good year. He's someone. All right,
I marked him. I put a little asterisk
Yeah,
to
you
some
do.
guys. I think they are like my most likely to move up.
100%.
That's
Jory Volk, Nico Provo. I think they're going to be in there with the Strickenberger and the Seymour. Seymour wrestles everyone just like super tight, and that can catastrophize at times. Like, not saying for him, but like that style, when you know that's coming, it's a guy just trying for one. That makes it tough.
That makes it, but also,
You're in every match.
yes.
That's all right. You beat Luke
against the best.
Lillidahl.
Right. But you're also giving guys who you are probably better than a chance as well.
Yeah.
You know who's got about the exact opposite style of Sheldon Seymour is Nicola Rivera.
Yeah, he's crazy. He took a big step forward last year, and I did not anticipate it. I would not say I think he's a expect round to 16, happy with AA. That's where I would put Nicola.
I feel like after you AA, you're like,
Yeah.
that's like, that becomes the expectation for right or wrong.
Am I tripping? Nicola placed
Yeah,
last
he was
year?
round of 12.
Are you thinking of Zan Fugit?
Yes, I am.
Mhm.
All right.
Probably mixing up my Wisconsin lightweights.
Okay. Yeah, he has. So I think he's more around a 16. So if I were to pare this down, I would say that next group is Steve-O, Jory, Dean Peterson, Provo, and then Buzakis if he's there.
Didn't Nicola beat Dean Pete?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe Dean's out. I think he beat Luke Lillidahl though, and
I know.
and Richard Figueroa.
Yeah.
There's also
I feel like Dean Pete's definitely you should AA
Yeah.
this year.
You went to Iowa.
that's the thing. That's what I was about to say. It's like that does change just the conversation and the eyeballs and all that. You know.
I mean, a lot of people are going to be putting him in title contender tier because he beat Luke Lillidahl.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's right, but I'm saying those are going to be expectations put on him by fans.
Going to Iowa does change the conversation for Dean Peterson. Should it?
Yeah, because I mean, Rutgers is great, but the track record at Iowa is such that if you're a good. I mean, this is a big recruit who has a lot of big wins in his career. He made this move. I mean, to place, to win, to contend for a title. Like that's why you make a move like this, right? I don't think, that other people would paint it maybe differently. I really think that's what's driving this. Is that right? I'm not saying that, but that's what I think his expectations are. That's why you make a move like this because, hey, I'm going to train with Drake Ayala and Spencer Lee. And one dynamic to consider, this 5-for-5 thing, I don't know if we talked about it. We've talked about it many times, but it's looking more and more likely. A football coach said, hey, this is going to happen. And so if you sit there and your name's Leo DeLuca, are you like, let me go? And does that competition, let me go, I ain't letting you go.
You go.
And they may say, I ain't letting you go. But does he fight for this spot? Does it come down to Soldier Salute? I feel like they're loving Leo as well, right? Not that there's issues with Dean, but, all these kids and the dads and the parents and the families know, like, hey, don't sit me this year because this could be a year that could count for me. And now that's not known, but if he cements himself, but that could be a good thing for Dean. Like I'm pretty sure
You got to earn your spot.
Yeah, that's going to keep you friggin'. It's not a guarantee you're the guy. And so all those things, you throw in there, and ultimately, Dean is probably going to be the guy, right? I don't think for a second, but don't think that spirit of competition isn't, helpful.
You know, it would be funny, but not funny,
Hit me.
is if they gave a 5th year and then everybody who took a red shirt got another year. It's like another COVID.
Oh my gosh.
Please, no.
Yeah. Everyone
Kill
just
me,
gets an extra
please.
year forever.
Pat Smith comes back.
Yeah.
That's just like, let's go.
Dean Peterson did put up an Instagram post the other day with the caption, "You win, you live, you lose, you die."
There we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
I love it.
Great.
All right, tier 3. Expect round of 16. Happy with All-American.
Mm-hmm.
This one's big. Spencer Moore, Jacob Moran, Blake West, Maximo Renteria, Cooper Flynn, Mark Anthony McGowan, Brendan McCrone, Diego Sotelo, Kyson Terrakino.
Come on. Yeah, I'm happy with qualification for some of these guys. I'm not going to elaborate. I think, I like this tier. Every one of these guys have had moments where you're like, oh man, this is a guy that could be top 5.
That's why I like this tier was like their expectations are round of 16. Like I'm thinking
Yeah.
about kind of like from their perspective a little bit.
Yeah,
And then you're overjoyed if you make the podium.
for sure. Like they're big celebrations. Yeah, I think this is a good group. I mean, Diego Sotelo is a guy who it's only moments with him, but like once a year he has a monster win.
Yeah.
Like he beat Noto 2 years ago. He beat Volk
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Did he beat anyone? I feel like he had a win last year. Am I tripping?
Jacob Moran.
Okay, no.
Max Gallagher.
My one guy in this tier.
Oh,
that I-
Camacho.
Okay. Well,
He was like number 1 at the time or
wasn't
something.
he a
I
preseason
know.
pick?
I know, but then it fell apart.
Then
in
he
a
was
way.
behind the national champ.
That's true. Yeah, he couldn't even start. He's
Yeah.
behind some guy.
You kind of get half a point for a preseason title pick.
There you go. Was he my
Silver
pick?
lining.
I don't
Or was
think
it 2 years
it was
ago?
2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago.
And then he got to number 1.
Yeah.
Like,
'cause
quickly.
That was year, everybody was at number
Yeah, if
one.
the world ended then, I'd look so smart in wrestling. Timing's everything, folks.
It's true. My guy in this tier who I was like, if I'm picking one guy to this one that's making a jump, is Mark Anthony McGowan.
Love it.
He was so close at NCAAs.
I mean, that's
Kind of blew it.
that's the butterfly effect thing for Vince. Like Vince was, you're hitting Hail Mary super ducks at the end. I think he had to get 2 scores at the end.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a stall point. It really, McGowan just it fell apart for him at the end. But he had it all but one, and that was round of 16, second round. Like who wins that tournament if Vince goes down there? And yeah, I think McGowan, he was a freshman last year. He basically didn't wrestle the year before.
Right.
No matches. So it was very much like a true freshman type of experience. Good pedigree. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do next year as well.
I am too. I expect him by the end of the year to be solidly in tier 2. I think like if you're in the Princeton camp, you're like, hey, we expect you to get on the podium.
There's something
year.
about when Princeton's solid, but like he's their guy. Like he's the guy. I mean, Waylon's there, but
It's like a Pat Glory situation. Like,
yeah, like you want to put, like he's gonna get the time put in. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of focus when, you have a guy like that. So I think he's gonna get that, and it's a good room. And you got Brewer there, Dubuque, Ashnault, all guys that can work with him. Very hands on. So
There's not a ton of like freshmen coming off
No.
red shirt into this weight class. I mean, we have Lauritsen ranked, we have Eric Jordan, but
those are the
that's
2 guys I put in here.
about it.
2 young guys to keep an eye on.
But even their red shirt year, it wasn't like,
No,
oh, watch out for them next year. It's like, okay, they could do something.
and I don't think they're gonna get up into that tier 2. But guys who I was like, they could get into tier 3, where it's like you maybe don't want to see them round 1
yeah.
if you're a tier 2 guy.
Yeah, it's once again a very deep weight. It's probably going to be chaotic again, I think, And we thought last year it was going to be almost as chaotic as the year before, and it basically was down to the very end. I mean, Vince Robinson won. So, yeah, I think it's another really fun weight class for sure.
We got a few more votes. 81 votes now on the YouTube poll. Lil Doll sitting at 72%.
Oh, he dropped.
Only going up.
12% between Vince and Troy. They're both sitting at 12%.
You know what?
Are you going to vote?
No.
Eddie's at 4%.
Going in the
I need-
reinforcements.
I'm gonna have sports dubs.
Where's that?
Oh, we went through a rebrand, everyone. NFL Dubs
Okay.
27 is now rebranded. We want to thank those that have been there from the beginning when it's NFL Dubs, but we feel Sports Dubs.
Okay.
Well, why
27
limit yourself?
is exactly.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to be put in a box. He appreciates.
Yeah,
those
you
that-
think he can't post a Canadian Football League highlight every once in a while?
Yeah, he might do it. So yeah, he wanted to post his MMA picks. You can get Caleb's UFC picks on Sports Dubs 27 if you want to check it out.
There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, a little plug there.
All right. Before we move on to high school stuff and questions, I think it's time to spin that wheel, Kozak.
I don't know if we do. I don't know if it's a spinning show.
Do we just make Kozak go get it for no reason?
Here's what it's possible.
that would make me happy.
I'm leaving if I don't get to spin this wheel.
I feel bad.
That's it.
All right, there's a half hour left. Okay, let's spin it.
No, I'm not spinning that one. I'm doing my one that I made.
No,
I'm-
spin that wheel. Come on.
You get bumped if you do computer, and Bray can spin
Yeah,
from his position.
that's very not trustworthy.
Spinnable.
Nope, I won't let you. Okay. All right, ready?
In the bad boy Kozak.
Here we go.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that.
We'll have to do quick team preview.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, it'll be.
I hope it's the chat function.
Spin again!
Yes. All right, next one's chat choice. If we get another spin again, just making up the rules.
What do we got here?
Oh,
Iowa! Let's do it. All right, I want to do this so bad. All right, Kozak can pull in the preview. I'm sure we've done one about Iowa.
No, we don't.
Their lineup, the Iowa Hawkeyes for the 25-26 season. A lot of excitement. Some new faces, some faces that have been anticipated for a while. We can start at 25, and we've already almost done it a little bit, right?
Right. Dean Peterson, the expectations now are, hey, you're definitely getting on the podium. You're contending for a title.
Yeah. Be wrestling in that semifinal. Look at this janky wheel he wanted to spin.
That's what I wanted to spin.
Shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. That's beautiful.
I know, right?
Beautiful
I got all the team names in there and everything.
Yup.
Yeah, but you would have only have to spin that once.
Yeah.
There's no spin again.
Yeah, it's true.
So the depth at Iowa at 25, they have Leo DeLuca there. Dean is there for one season. So there's synergy there. I think I expect an active season from Leo DeLuca. I think we'll see him. Will we see him in duels? I don't feel like we'll see him in a duel with like match on the line unless they view him as like an Angelo type of guy.
Kozak, will you pull up Iowa's schedule for me? Because my mind automatically goes to like match.
Do they have it on their website?
No, just go to that tweet where that guy found it in the trash.
What I hope is that maybe Leo, takes a trip to Tulsa, gets in a match or two at the national duels.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
He may. I just don't think they're ever going to. I mean, I don't know. It just feels like it's a lot for him to make up to be the guy that they want to send out in the big duel. I feel like he'll be a guy they use, all right, I don't want to say the name, but you can draw, fill in the blanks, a team here. Maybe the duel's not going to be on the line. Give Leo that opportunity. But
Here you go.
beyond that, we won't see him.
Because I want to know when is the Penn State duel? Isn't it a little
Jan
early this
16.
year?
Jan 6.
Yeah, normally it's like January, late January, mid-January this year because Dean Peterson, a win over Luke Little, and notoriously hates Penn State.
Yeah. He said the
He said
bad
so
word.
on Twitter.
He said the bad word. Man, in that one, is it at Rec or is it at? Where was
It's
it?
bold, so it's in Iowa City.
It's in Iowa City. Okay, that's gonna be an atmosphere there. But that's basically 25. It'll be Dean Peterson. Good expectation there. I think he can place. He has not placed before, so gonna have to take a step. It's really you don't have to get like way better. It's just consistency has been a thing for Dean. He's been really a guy you don't know what you're getting match to match, but on the high end he can go with everybody.
Someone who I feel like's been very consistent, kind of the epitome of consistency, Drake Ayala.
Drake Ayala, what a rock he has been for the Hawkeyes. Finals 2 straight years, made the finals up a weight. Now 33, That's his home. And he's going to have to be – he's getting better every year. He's got to get better to win the title because the weight is tougher. You've got Bird back. Bird figured things out from Big Tens at Big Tens and at NCAAs against Drake. You're adding in Ryan Crookham, who is a really tough matchup. And then Marcus Blaze looms, right? Not to mention Drake has a loss to Tyler Knox, who is really good for Stanford. But, man, you just feel like match in, match out. If there's one guy you can point to and count on for Iowa, it's going to be Drake Ayala.
I'm biased. I'm from Iowa.
Yeah.
I know Drake's fame. I'm from kind of same neck of the woods, but like I feel like even if you're an Iowa hater, like Drake's a guy. If he wins Saturday night in March, you're like you feel good about it.
Exactly.
Like he deserves it.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And in a super deep weight class, I mean, you kind of trust the consistent guys. You trust the gamers, guys that have been there in the finals a couple times. So, yeah, Drake Ayala, man.
And you can talk about the weight is tougher, and I just brought it up, but ultimately at the NCAA tournament, what does it mean? Your semis a little tougher. The semis are just an insane round as is. Like they get spread out. So as long as he has a consistent year, I don't know. I feel like I've gone like Drake's probably not going to win a title to. Man, maybe he just does it. He just does the thing, puts it all together. Like I'm bullish on Drake Ayala this year, so I think he'll have a good season. Where I'm less sure, 41. Nasir Bailey, odd year last year, not a bad year, but didn't place after being fourth as a true freshman. At
Great Pac-12s.
Great Pac-12s, beat Seth Romney, who got fourth, I think, this at NCAAs. Seth's going up to 41, which shout out Seth Romney getting to eat because that was a big person.
He was large.
He was so big. I was like, how is this happening? But Nasir, I think Kozak, you got him ranked 10th now, 10th, 11th.
Something like that.
Is he big enough?
I don't know. I felt like 33 was his weight, kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 10th right now.
He was pretty big at 33. I mean, he was a 38 in high school.
True.
You know, even some 44, I think. So, and he was always super lean. I think he'll be big enough for 41.
Yeah. Maybe he gets bigger.
Those little guys,
That can happen.
they can go up pretty easy.
They're all bursting
Yeah.
at the seams.
Right.
Yeah. It's almost like with weight changes, my mindset is like, assume it will work until it doesn't. Right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, wait, he's not. Like Stevan Miches, oh, shoot, he's not big enough for 141.
I've
But
had to kind of switch my mind a little bit on that the past couple of years.
You're so old school.
I'm kind of a cut guy.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's impossible to know is like, do you go either up or down with like intentionality, and do you put the same level of focus and work into going up you would have into cutting down? Because I think that's what happens sometimes is like, you know, these guys that they used to be, I mean, a lot of their discipline and their focus around a competition week was around the weight cut. And if you're just like, well, I'm just going to be less disciplined, well, that's not good. But if it's like, well, I'm going to be more disciplined about my diet in getting bigger instead of my diet and getting smaller, you see those guys have a ton of success. So
Right.
It's just impossible to know how they're doing it until you see how they do it.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see what he can do at 41. That feels pretty locked. Like that's the plan, right?
We've talked about the depth of 33 so much, but like you look at 41, look at this. I mean, this field: Mendez, Hardy, Stanish, Composto, Valmbar, Romney, Echemendia, Braden Davis, maybe, or who else? Ryan Jack, Ragusan, Julian Tagg, Oliveri, Cornella, Tom Crook, Aiden Valencia. Like,
oh yeah.
yeah, this is
Aiden, because I think Aiden's going to be a top 10 guy by December.
So like this weight it's not wide open.
Not at all. It's really really tough weight class.
Yeah.
And then 49 gets interesting for Iowa because
Ryder,
I think it's going to
Voinovich might be in the mix, but
like Voinovich is eyeing 57. Maybe he goes down.
Estrada
going down.
Estrada is someone I'd be interested to see. He had nice moments, and he was competitive with Antrell Taylor.
He's pretty big, like not tall, but
He's a little muscle guy.
stout. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wrestled Didn't he wrestle 49 at the beginning and then
I thought he was a 49 pounder, and he moved up just when Jacory got hurt.
yeah, he was good. Yeah, he didn't lose at 49, but he didn't wrestle anybody tough.
Don't you disrespect the Luther Open like that?
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Was it the Luther
Okay,
Open?
One
Yes.
of my favorite albums ever.
It was both the Luther and the Grandview. So I apologize to both of those opens and their
Yeah, you've never trained like
participants.
a Norseman.
No. So all right, but no, yeah, he was 49 and then he moved up in December.
Yeah. So I don't know what his plan is, but I feel like they have options. I don't know if they have a threat at 49 waiting in the wings. Unless you told me Jordan Williams is going 49, which it seems like his plan is 57.
Again, I'm gonna assume it works, but kind of why? Is
Well,
he just too big?
I feel more confident in this move than Nasir, and I should probably feel equally, just because he could be a man at 49 at this weight. Like Nasir has a roadblock at 33 with Drake.
Sure.
So is he going to 41 because Drake's at 33 or because it's the best weight for him? Feels like Jordan is choosing 57 because that's, if he goes 57, because that's the best weight for him. So you like that. Yeah, is he big? Is he small? I don't know. He's a spindly guy. Feels like he could get bigger.
They were going to have to figure out those two weight classes either way. So
Mhm.
it's like, just let him take the one that makes sense. And then, I mean, you really do have, I think you probably have more good options competing for the spot at 49 than you maybe would have at 57. So I think, for the 10 starters, Williams at 57 gives you like somebody can emerge out of that 49 group that maybe wouldn't at 57.
Yeah, agreed. 57 feels a little more blocked off for Jordan than 49 though. Whereas like Jordan beat Ethan Styles. I feel like he could be a top 4 guy on his best day there. But man, Antrell, Kasak, Meyer, I don't know, man. Those guys are good. I mean, Daniel Cardenas, Ty Waters. These guys are.
That's why I was kind of like, why?
Bro, look at the rankings. That's just like fan brain, I guess.
Yeah,
But
for sure. And the one not cutting weight brain.
yeah. Not having to hold that weight class. So 57, I think, is undoubtedly a tougher weight class than 49 this year, especially at the top. Depth-wise, I don't know. I mean, Brandon Cannon's ranked what? 9th, 8th? He's going to be really good. Cannon Webster. That's
Ethan Miller, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, he's good. Jackson Arrington, look for him to have a good year. Hippolito was the 4 seed. He's ranked like, what, 13th now?
Jude Swisher around 12. This is a tough weight.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
65. They got another rock.
This dude, Michael Caliendo, he's a pillar of consistency as well.
Mm-hmm.
The only guy to really make Mitchell Messerbrink perspire mildly. And yeah, I mean, he's gotten better every year also from his time at North Dakota State to Iowa. And yeah, it's hard to envision him outside the top 4. And you may say, why are you Joey Blaze, if he wrestles this year, I think he's what
The talk of him redshirting?
well, I don't know. I think he just could, so you just mention it.
Sure.
But I mean, if he's healthy, and I think he is, like, man, he's a guy that I could see wrestling in the finals.
Oh, for sure.
Right? You've got D. Lockett for Oklahoma State.
So here's my question.
Okay.
Does Caliendo lose to anybody but Mitchell Messenbrink this year?
So those guys are on his schedule. Well, I don't know. Is Purdue on Iowa's schedule? Pull it out of the trash. Real quick.
Uncrumple that.
Yep, at Purdue, a day after Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Post-massacre.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say yes. He takes a loss.
You're just talking odds. You think about like potential to hit Oklahoma State twice.
He's going to the national duels, right? That's extra really tough matches.
Yeah.
Could see
Stanford will be there.
could see
Stanford's not there.
Stanford's not there.
uh,
Ryder Downey potentially.
Who knows?
Minnesota, no, Millard's, yeah. Sorry, bad radio. But point being, there's gonna be some good matches there. On top of Big Ten duels, on top of Oklahoma State. So yeah, he's going to be challenged, and maybe takes a loss. Doesn't mean he won't make the finals again, but it's not unreasonable to think he could take a loss.
When was the last time he lost to somebody not Mitchell Messenbrink?
Did he lose to like Griffith or I think it's like to a national champion
Yeah.
type of wrestler.
This has got to be the top pound for pound redhead in the NCAA this year.
It's true. Andrew Sparks had a shot. But
Yeah.
he's been there. He's been right there.
This is your guy, Bray.
Yeah.
This is your trophy.
He's carrying the flag.
I know. He's doing his thing.
So yeah, but count on great year from him. Then 74, Patrick Kennedy. I expect a big, he had a great NCAA tournament, getting fourth, kind of getting over the hump there.
Mhm.
And now 74.
Getting over the hump was in the lineup.
I know.
I guess he got in
no, but
2 years ago.
you're
but
right. But like,
where it's like, this is my way.
but he's having to fight for it. Like, it's not easy for him. I mean, he had a year where he really battled Marinelli. He almost got in the lineup, and they redshirted him and wrestled Bull. But yeah, he's kind of always had to scratch and claw his way.
Hey, Jussie, his sister is on The Voice,
Someone
and
told
she's
me that.
really good.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know The Voice was still happening, but
Yeah.
good for her.
All right, we'll have to pull that in.
No, it
Well, we'll get copyright
great.
struck and
yeah. So do
But-
it on your own time.
Yeah.
She had a great audition. I watched it. She sang. I think everybody like turned around is the
Oh,
thing.
really?
So they all wanted her.
She country?
Country, yeah. She went with Reba.
Oh, let's
Which
go.
one? Which song?
Fancy.
Oh
It's
no,
gotta be
I'm saying
Fancy.
Reba's one of the judges
Oh.
who picked her.
I thought she was singing Fancy by Reba.
No,
Who are we
I've
talking about
Reba
here?
not.
I don't know. her.
Patrick Kennedy's sister.
Sorry, I'm warring with somebody saying Josh Barr should be ranked higher in the pound for pound.
Okay, cool.
Is
Because he's
CeeLo
got a-
Green still on The Voice?
He's got to win over
He's not.
Jacob Cardenas, so he should be super high.
Where should he be? Let's
I don't know. They're saying Larry Steele, Ashland says that because he made the World Team Trials finals, he should.
Get out of here.
Great
Wrong.
great logic there, Larry.
Oh, that will go to the domestic.
Well, hey, Larry, why don't you
going.
figure out how to change your screen name on FloWrestling, and then you talk to me about pound for pound rankings.
What's that been getting feisty recently?
Dude, we had a moment. It was a tipping point for Kozak. I think we're in the midst of the bad boy Kozak era. We all dabble
This
with
is
it.
Bart Harley era.
Yeah. he's just he's not holding back anymore.
All right, 84 for Iowa. I
Angelo.
mean, one of the guys we are most excited about this year, regardless of team, regardless of weight.
Yeah. The Ferrari experience.
Let him run.
Let him run on the open road. I mean, he's a pro. He's an amazing competitor. He's got a lot of gifts. He can do it all, right? And he's going to have to do it all to win this way. I mean, we already talked about it with Ben, but Aiden Sinclair's ranked like 9th or 10th. That guy, that is a tough out.
I rarely say this, but I'm actually kind of happy Carter Starachi is done with this
yeah.
weight because it doesn't have that top dog anymore, who I'm not even saying for sure would win the weight because
Right.
Max, right there with him.
Yeah.
But now it's truly like there are like 8 or 9 guys who can win this.
Yeah. And Angelo's one of them, and I think he is going to be tough to pick against. And Angelo is one of the few guys who could do what he did last year, and McAnally could do what he has done last year. And it's not crazy to pick Angelo,
Correct.
because on paper, Max McAnally was third at NCAAs. He's right there with Carter, right there with Parker. He was a U20 world champion. He should be like unimpeachably like a favorite and then maybe even a consensus pick. And all that is true, and I don't know that he's my pick because Angelo Ferrari exists.
Right. I 100% agree.
Dude, I
What-
can't
what-
wait for that
When
match.
do they hit Minnesota?
January, I think.
Pull that back out of the
I'm not worried about that right now.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Friday, January 30th.
Okay. That's normally like when the Penn State duel is.
Right.
It
Moved
is
it around
that
a little bit.
weekend.
But you know what? That's fine. 97. Here's what I'm interested for Iowa.
Okay.
You have Gabe Arnold on your team.
Yep.
It'd be good to get him in the lineup. It's not going to be easy because of what we just laid out. He's not going to start at 74 because Kennedy or 84 Angelo. You got in Dean, transferred in. Are you telling me right now, are you looking at me in the face saying Gabe Arnold can't beat Dean in a folk style wrestling match?
I do not know that to be fact
don't know
or
that.
fiction.
I feel like
What I do know is Gabe Arnold at 197.
I want to see it.
He's gonna be looking like Cody Merrill.
Yeah, Kobe Merrill.
Oh, Kobe. Excuse me,
Yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Kobe
okay
Merrill.
with that.
Yeah. Let's see it.
I want him in. I don't have a preference, obviously, who starts, but man, that's a talent, and he's someone you want to see. Not on the bench, and if he's not the best guy, okay, but I think you should consider him at 97.
Yeah.
I feel like Dean is a total wild card. I have no idea what to expect. I know what he's done. D2, 3. And I know what he's done in freestyle, and I don't know what that means for what's going to happen. The level of pressure is insane. And it's a lot of freestyle stuff is kind of like exciting people. I don't know what this guy is on the mat.
He didn't have his best U.S. Open.
No. So I just don't know.
Tempered my expectations.
Great kid. Want to see him do well. I have to be honest. I don't know what's going to happen there at 97. Maybe he's just going to be the man. That would be cool. It'd be
That would be cool.
It would be awesome if a guy goes from D3, makes the move. I think that'd be a great thing.
It'd be like Ole Miss quarterback.
Who? I don't know him.
He was a D2 guy.
Really?
Lane Kiffin brought him in, and he's balling out this year.
I feel like that happens a lot with quarterbacks. Josh Allen, no one recruited him. He was like, he had to email everybody.
JUCO.
Wyoming.
You had to.
Wyoming.
You recruited him.
I got him. I got him there. It was no problem.
You were there for the Josh Allen era.
I was. It was Craig Bowl and I making that happen for the Wyoming Cowboys.
Good job.
Yep.
Did you ever meet him?
I don't think I ever met him. Went to a few games.
Would it have been easy to meet him if you like were like, I want to meet this guy?
Yeah, it would have. He was super nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You and Josh, best buds.
Dude, Vince Young is doing a bunch of signings at HEBs in the area today, and I was like, oh man, I love
What the
him.
freak? I didn't know.
I know. Katie's
I
like,
go to his steakhouse all the time.
do you?
Never seen him.
Okay, rich boy.
Every now and then, dude.
All the time.
Dude, they have on Fridays, $20 steak frite meal.
What?
Steak free meal?
Yeah,
Freak?
steak frite,
Oh, freak.
steak and fries,
Okay.
$20?
Dang.
15 or 20. Yeah, it's a happy hour deal though.
Oh.
Vince Young's Steakhouse is popular. I see some guys sleeping outside there all night.
A lot of places are popular.
Yeah.
Around here.
For outdoor sleeping. Good one. But yeah, anyways, sorry for that diatribe. That's all my fault. But yeah, 97, I don't know. But I'd like to see Gabe Arnold get some chances.
Mentioning Kobe Merrill, I saw some guy tweeted the other day. He quote tweeted our announcement of his Who's Number One match with Mako. It's gonna be a great match.
Yeah.
Tune in. But I wish I could remember who tweeted it and I could give him props. But he just quotes and goes, "As someone who's been coaching my 4 and 7-year-olds, my worst nightmare is them going up against somebody who looks like this."
Yeah. Oh, I saw that too.
He's just so jacked.
Yeah, it's like, oh gosh. Yeah, you can definitely eyeball those kids. Caleb wrestled one guy. He's more jacked than Kozak. He immediately goes straps down. He's got one giant ear, and then it's like he's absolutely shredded. I'm like, how is that even possible at age 13? But they do it.
And heavyweight's Ben Keeter.
Probably, definitely Ben. So it's the biggest questions, and what can this team be? I think everyone's looking up at Penn State, unless something changes. This is a team that can be as high as second, in my opinion. This is a team that if they don't have their best day, they could be outside the trophy again. That's just reality. I think that's true. I think that's true for every team. Like you're not going to be able to have any slack or like a big drop off and be able to be in that top four because it's just a competitive group right now with Nebraska, really good. They're probably the consensus number 2 team. Iowa, Ohio State, Oklahoma State are really good. You've got teams like NC State that are there. Minnesota's kind of interesting. So there's a lot of teams that I'm probably forgetting. Even Lehigh, yeah, for Kozak. I don't want to be in that guy's crosshairs. Believe you me. So yeah, I think we should go to David for high school and probably no questions today.
I do just want to shout out Iowa's schedule as maybe being the toughest
It's up
this
there.
year. It's up there. You think about, obviously, they have a Big Ten gauntlet. I don't remember all their Big Ten opponents, but they
The
obviously
good
hit-
ones. Like, they hit
right?
all
Nebraska, Penn State,
Ohio
Ohio State, Minnesota. And then their
Michigan.
out of conference duels are Iowa State and Oklahoma State, and then they go to national duels as well. So
Yes, they do.
What am I looking at?
Slack. Okay. David.
All right.
Sorry, you had a big spelling error in your Slack, and I'm like, what are you trying to tell me?
Yeah, I know. I had to fire it quick.
Yeah, you want me to do that right now?
No,
Oh, okay.
we'll do that.
We'll do that.
We'll do David time. Who's number
All right,
one?
you guys want to run through who's number one real quick?
Yeah, I
Yes.
do.
All right.
So bad.
Here's the match order. I'm going to tell you guys the match order and all the matches. These have not all been published on the internet yet, so
Okay.
this
Exclusive.
is exclusive
Oh,
right now.
wow.
We're starting our event off at 120 pounds because we have 3 guys at 120. We couldn't decide. This happened last year, and last year, we had 3 at 150. This year it's 120. It's going to be Rocklin Zinkin and Don Munaretto kicking the event off at 120. Winner will circle back later in the event and wrestle Landon Sidden. So just one of those weights where we had 3 guys that had really a strong argument to be 1 or 2,
Yeah.
but also, what do you do when you have 3? So we're doing 3 guys.
Whoever you kept out, it felt kind of icky.
Right.
It's like, well, that you just could have done that forever. So
And it was one of those where we actually in the office debated and argued for a long time. Ultimately landed on keeping all 3 in. So that's going to be the first match.
cool.
Second match of the event, 165 pounds. We tried to make Melvin Miller, J. James, thought it was going to happen. It's not going to happen. But Maximus Dobble, an Iowa man, he's stepping up. He's going to wrestle Melvin Miller. That'll be the second match of the event, getting an Iowa in-state guy there on the card. And Melvin Miller, where's he going to go to college? I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. Can't wait to find out. But that's going to be, second match is 165. Third one, I'm really excited about. This is a rematch at 126 pounds. It's Antonio Mills and Paul Kenny. These guys wrestled a couple times this year. Both matches were freestyle. Both matches ended with a challenge cube on the mat that ultimately decided the outcome. So they've been razor thin both times. Mills, number 1, at the last 2 wins. Kenny, number 2. But like I said, super, super close. Also, I think those matches, double-digit points in both of them. So it'll be really fun at 126.
We remind the folks at home the rule set here.
Rule set is going to be NCAA folk style rules. I think the only rule we don't abide by is you don't have to wear headgear if you don't want to. But
3-2.
3 minutes first period, 2 minutes second period, 2 minute third period.
riding time.
Riding time, neutral danger,
Concussion protocol?
concussion protocol. That's right.
We don't want to use that one.
All that stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's a folk style. So which is really fun because a lot of these are rematches from the freestyle season. It's like we haven't seen it in folk style, or at least not recently. So we did it. We did actually have a folk style match between Mills and Kenny from I think they wrestled at 75 pounds or something way back in the day. So
Did that factor into your decision to do this match?
absolutely, if you read the preview of that match, you're gonna be able to see the archive embedded in that.
Perfect.
Preview. So you want to see how that one ended? There was a little shove at the end. I'm not gonna say who.
Wow.
But
It's a little bit of bad blood down at 75.
That's a little tease. Go read the article, watch that archive. All right. Next matchup is going to be at 157. Wyatt Medlin, the Illinois commit, the senior, he's taking on Cam Howard from New York. Cam Howard, one of the guys that really jumped off the page for Kozak at the 16U finals in Fargo. Looked really good.
I'm still worrying. I am.
It's over.
Kozak-
Kozak's not off the show.
Kozak can't
Just-
talk about Cam Howard.
No, Cam Howard looked good.
Yep.
Looked great.
All right. Next match, who's number 1 is going to be at 190 pounds. Adam Waters taking on Tanner Hodgins. The world medalist Hodgins taking on Waters, who was the favorite to win at Fargo. Had a pretty bad injury that pulled him out of the tournament early, but he's back. He's healthy. He's ready to roll, and that's going to be a really fun matchup at 190. The next one is going to be at 106. We've got Araya Mills, the brother of Antonio. He was a world champ this summer, U17s, not bad. He's going to wrestle the Fargo champ, Turner Ross. Real clash of styles. Mills got it done at the U17 U.S. Open, but Turner Ross, a rider, really tough in folk style. That's his primary style. So curious for that rematch. Should be a lot of fun. 175, Joe Jeter taking on Nicholas Singer. This weight class was crazy. Basically, everybody graduated out of it. Singer really took over in Fargo, looked really good. Jeter is moving up in weight. Has had a lot of success, but I think this will be fun. Joe Jeter is pretty much a wild card. Like, he'll do crazy stuff, and Singer's been looking awesome lately. So excited for that one. Then another one that's gonna be really good. Kellen Wolbert. I gotta say,
Oh my.
Kellen Wolbert had he had to wait. He didn't know if he's gonna wrestle Jax Forrest, because Jax Forrest was trying to decide between Senior Worlds and U23s. Hey, do I want to squeeze in a couple weeks of folk style training and do who's number one? And it really came down to, just a week or so ago, that he decided, you know what? I didn't get what I wanted at seniors. I'm going all in on U23s.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Jax Forrest is out. We're going to miss seeing him, but we got Tyler DeCraker, who stayed ready. He was one of those guys that, let us know all the way along the line. Let me know if anything opens up. I know it might not, but I'll be ready. I'll stay ready. And so we got Wolbert and DeCraker, which will be a really fun match at 138. Then after that, 132. This is some of the really good stuff here. It's all good stuff, but we got Jaden Rainey, the Greco senior world team member. He's taking on Moses Mendoza, another super interesting clash of styles. Mendoza, really slick, good scrambler. Jaden Rainey doesn't wrestle a match without at least 20 points in it. So this one's going to be super awesome, and I absolutely can't wait for that match at 132. That's the 9th match. 10th match of the day out of 12. We'll have our 120. We already mentioned. It's going to be sit-in taking on the winner of Munro or Zinkin. Then, co-main event, we got Iowa commit Michael Mako taking on Iowa State commit Kobe Merrill. Rematch from maybe the best match of the Fargo semis. Just an absolute banger. We thought we would have Drayshawn Ross in this event, but he's got football, so he can't do it.
Dang it.
It's one of those where we're gonna have 2 versus 3, but it's a match that most years would be 1 versus 2 anyway. So really excited for that. Plus, you got an Iowa State commit, and then the main event, last match of who's number one is gonna be Bo Bassett, Jordan Rainey.
Oh my gosh.
Fireworks. So that's what we got.
That match needs no extra explanation. There's no way that match is not insane.
Yeah. They just bring it, those two.
Yeah, every time. Cannot wait for that one. Can't wait for who's number one. I can't believe it's next week.
I know.
It's insane. We got a big week. Next Tuesday, October 7th, we've got our National Duels Invitational bracket release show. We're going to have the whole bracket after this show. Shane Sparks is coming in. He's bringing all his best hair products. So we're excited about that.
Got him a hotel with great water pressure.
Great water pressure. Dude, yeah, we're at time, so I can't get into Shane Sparks rants. Kozak, you ready? Can you do it?
Yeah.
Before Kozak's thing, I want to remind everybody to go to athletesps.com.
Okay.
Check out Nike Wrestling. Great shoes. You can outfit your entire team with gear. You can get this cool shirt that I'm wearing.
That is a cool shirt.
Wearing the shoes that Bray's wearing.
Oh, yeah.
So go check them out, athletesps.com.
Yep.
Yeah, there they are. What are the? I like those.
What do you like?
The speed sweeps
Like
on
the
the left.
sweeps?
Speed sweeps are sweet.
These are Spays. Spay likes the top.
He likes the Tawas.
He's a big top.
He's kind of, he's a little bit of an elitist, so he's like very particular about I like the all black.
Yeah.
Can you imagine those with a black and gold bison, Buffalo Gap bison singlet?
Wow.
Tough. You've already won before the match starts, my bison brethren.
There you go.
Well, that's what I wanted Kozak to do, JD,
Yeah.
because I forgot to put the reads on the. Oh no, they're in there.
Somebody remembered.
Oh, JD. Normally, if I forget, they're not in there, but that's why I have great teammates.
The Slack that I got from Christian said, Donachie Reed.
No, I said, can you
Donachie Reed?
do Nike read?
What am I doing?
Donachie read. Come on. You know what? I figured. Yeah. See, he's seeing red right now. So his ability, he's just pure lizard brain. So he just
Are
doesn't
you
have
still worrying about Josh Barr?
No, that's over
He
with.
already won that.
that war's over. You've won a couple wars recently. I think you lost one this week, honestly.
Yeah, I did.
In a way, but it's okay. We got to go. It's 11:31. We thank you guys so much. What is today?
Thursday,
It's Thursday. Okay. I was like, is it Monday?
October 2nd.
Yep. So we will be back Monday, regular time. Spay is at Ozfest right now. That's why he's not here. He's just rocking hard. If you're in Sacramento at Aftershock, look for Spay. If you're at Aftershock by some chance and you have footage of Spay, send it to us. And we might play it on the show.
Look for a guy with sunglasses on top of his head.
And he's tall. Spay's a big guy. So,
Probably in the pit.
yeah, trying to love someone.
That's right.
So, yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to Amanda for producing this show. And thank you, of course, to Ben Askren for joining us, as always. A treat that can't be beat. So we'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Goodbye.